Okay, sprocket's back on. Double check that it's all lining up. Um, these bolts here need to go to 90 pounds. You need to be able to get a socket on there. To do that, I've just quickly removed the power steering pump, which I've just hung off to the side. You take the tension off the belt, and yeah, you just undo the 3 bolts and just hang it down temporarily, so you can put 90 pounds of pressure on that bolt. Don't expect the chain to hold that 90 pounds, please. Don't use the chain. It may be able to hold it, but it may not be able to. Use the correct tool, or grab a wrench or something to hold the camshaft in place while you do this. Please do not use the chain. You may break a chain guide or something, or even the chain. 90 pounds is a lot of pressure, so I advise you not to do it. All right, I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, first of all, feeler gauges. Feeler gauges. They need to be replaced, so they do wear thin after a while, and these have only been used once before. Keep them lubricated or you get a bit of surface rust. Okay, for the solid lifters, the gap needs to be between, for intake, 0.04, for exhaust, 0.05 of a millimeter. But the instructions say the 0.01 in inches, 0.0015 inch is 0.4 millimeters. And according to the instructions that come with them, and if you don't have instructions, ask me and I'll forward them to you. The gap needs to be between 0.04 and 0.08, right? Which is, or between 0.0015 and 0.0035 in imperial. So, which is bigger than 0.1 of a millimeter. All right, the 0.0035 is bigger than 0.01 of a millimeter. So the way I get these, if the 0.05 fits, but the 0.01, but the 0.1 doesn't fit, it's within the range that it says here. That means it's more than 0.002, but less than the 0.0035 in imperial. So that being the case, if this doesn't fit and that one does, you're within the range. Honestly, this gap is so small, it takes like 1/10 of a turn of the adjustment to get it wrong. It's really fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. So feeler gauges is what you'll need, and you can do hit and miss. I've since building this engine, I've purchased this. Extremely accurate for, unless you're going to a micrometer, this is, when it comes to metric, accurate up to 0.01 of a millimeter, so more accurate than what I need. And how I use these I'll show you in a little while. But first, that's the tools explained. You will also need an 8mm. Come on. You're better than that. You need an 8mm, a 13mm, and a 14mm spanner to adjust the solid lifters, this particular one. Alright, so that's the tools, the most of the tools required, and a good old screwdriver to take the lifter on and off. So that's the tools needed. Next step. Alright, now we've got our tools and our gaps sorted. The reason I use this is to pop off the lifters, which is not extremely difficult. In this case, they're just falling off because of the gap. Alright, you take the lifter off, put it aside. This is a solid lifter. Solid meaning it doesn't rely on oil pressure to take up the gap. You do have to gap them, right? Now let me explain something to people. They need to be gapped as they have wear and tear. Now, I was told before I put these in, you will be requiring to readjust them all the time. And I thought, well, I like working on cars anyway, so it's no problem for me. So, but the thing is, this engine's now done 30,000 kilometers. I haven't needed to adjust them yet. So, for those people who don't want to fit them because they're a lot of work, say for instance, you have to adjust them every 50,000. Still okay? If you enjoy your car and it helps with performance and reliability, and you don't mind doing it, it's all right. 50,000, I'm sure you could get away with 50,000. If you adjust it right, to the right gap to start with. There was one of them that had a slight little tick, but I tell you, I've heard these with hydraulics tick a lot more than these. So it's up to each and every individual what they want to do. Me, I love them. I would never go back to hydraulic, never. Alright, I'll change the camera position now so you can see better how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to readjust them.